Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub, I'm full of water. I say hot tub, stay hot tub. Gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Say hot tub, rubber dub and hot tub, rubber dub with me. Check in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Will you make me sweat?
Yeah.
Check in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Will you make me wet?
Yeah.
All that noise you hear in there is Coach not being ready to do the show.
Hey, baby, I'm born ready. Let me tell you what. Your Wildcats cost me a bet.
Baby.
Cost us a coach.
Did anybody?
No.
Did anybody?
No.
No.
I watched
Did
every
I?
single
Did I?
play. You called it.
Did I keep the faith?
I think you're the only one that picked
Yes,
him.
I kept the faith.
I think he's the only one that picked Kentucky to win, and Kentucky did. It was an
that
ugly
faith.
football game. Hugh Freeze fired
ugly is
Auburn head
beautiful.
football coach. Defensive coordinator Durkin, I think his name is, DJ Durkin's going to be, he was a head coach at Maryland, didn't end well there, but he's a heck of a defensive coordinator.
Why did he fire him?
He is going to be the interim head coach the remainder of the season. The Auburn loses to Kentucky 10-3. Here's what Hugh Freeze has done as the Auburn head football coach. 2023, his record was 6-7. They lost the Music City Bowl. Things happened up there. And anyway, 2024, Auburn another losing season, 5-7. 2025, this football season, Auburn goes into the game against Kentucky with a 1-4 record in the SEC. Now they're 1-5 in the SEC play, 4-5 overall. His record versus SEC competition, 6-16. Hugh Freeze, if I had Coach in the room right now, he graduated from University of Southern Mississippi, I would say, Coach, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. You're battling prostate cancer right now. It doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Now you can focus on really the fight you need to be focused on and not college football. I always believe that your worstest day, when you think this is the worst thing that ever happened to you, it always changes out, and it's meant to happen that way, and you can't figure it out until later on. So he's going to be in good shape. He's got a $15.8 million buyout. He'll be well taken care of. I just hope he wins his battle with cancer. He did a very good job rebuilding Auburn's roster. He got some really good players at a lot of different positions. Their best offensive lineman got hurt at the center. Quarterback development never occurred in 3 years. He's supposed to be the great quarterback coach, great offensive coach. He beat Nick Saban 2 times. All that being said, he did not get it done as the head coach at Auburn. He also said that real class act, his little comments after he left, that it was an honor to be, more or less, it's an honor to be the head football coach at Auburn. So that's a good thing. I hate it when anybody gets fired. And we had 3 go down Sunday. I don't know if y'all realize that. We had 3 go down. Maryland's Loxley, which coached with Nick Saban in Alabama. Head coach of Maryland got fired. Offensive coordinator Mike Shula, South Carolina, gets fired. He was a former head coach at University of Alabama.
He looked so good against Alabama.
I tell you what, man, you don't know. People getting fired left and right. Hugh Freeze signed a 6-year, $39 million contract with Auburn. Again, he was in his over 4.5 years now into his contract. I think it's like 15.8, 15.4 what they owe him. So what they're going to do is pay him over equal payments. I think it's 2027 when the final payment's going to be done. Anyway, Auburn again 4-5 so far this year. I got the names. I want to go to these names of people that Auburn, and it's a joke. This was, I think it was done by CBS. And if they think Lane Kiffin's going to go to Auburn, you're out of your mind. They offered him the job before. He turned it down. He didn't want it then. He's not going to want it now. So you can mark that name off. The other name, Chad and Patrick, is Missouri's Drinkowitz. I think he'll be either LSU or Florida, maybe Auburn. We'll see. Tulane. Now, Tulane's coach, Summerall, yes, he coached at Troy. He knows the state of Alabama. He's done a good job at Tulane. If they offer him the job, I think he would walk to Auburn. Syracuse head football coach Brown done a great job up there, but this year he struggled. He's 1-5 ACC. I don't think he's going to be in the mix. And then Coach Key at Georgia Tech. He's only making $4.5 million a year. They could get that.
That's his
why would he
motor.
leave where he played to go to Auburn?
Right.
He was on Bama's staff. He's one of the hot coaches in college football. I don't see that. Now, everybody's going to think I'm nuts. If you can't if you can't get who you want, if you can't get the coach who you really want, and you got to go with a coordinator, I got the answer for you. Your defensive coordinator is pretty good right now.
He sure is.
He's outstanding.
And you confused me when you kind of how you said it to start. Like, I thought, okay, they fired him too? That's what I thought you were saying. I was like, what in the world? Like, why would you fire Durkin? He's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, the problem with that is what he did at Maryland.
No, I'm not talking about hiring him. I'm talking about leave him as defensive coordinator.
Yes.
Go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Get their offensive coordinator. You want a great offense? That guy is one of the best offense coordinators I've seen. You want to hurt Alabama? Take him away from Tuscaloosa. He's coached in the NFL.
It's happened before.
He's coached played for the national championship when he was at Washington. Look what he's doing in Alabama, developing quarterbacks there. Look what that offense is doing right now. I'm telling you. Grubbs is the man if you're going to go for a coordinator. Do I think Auburn's going to settle for a coordinator? Not really. I don't know.
No, I think they want a proven coach. The problem is getting a proven coach.
Yeah.
That's the problem for any team, not just Auburn.
Well,
look at
what's
LSU.
going to happen in South Carolina? They fired the head coach. Next week they might be firing the offensive coordinator. Next week they might be firing the head coach.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Have you in your lifetime seen this number of coaches fired? I think it's up to 12 now. This time of the year, it's never ever happened before.
And I don't like it. I'd rather them fire them at the end of the year. I really would. Let them finish the year because there's a lot of things that can change. I mean, look at last year for Florida, and I realize they fired Napier this year. But
who should they fire up at Tennessee? What is that joke? What a joke! What a joke! Them Volunteers, goodness gracious, Oklahoma's
You're referring
defense.
to Mike. He's no longer a Tennessee fan. He's a Kentucky Wildcat.
He should be good.
He just told me that confidentially.
Did he hang up or is he still waiting?
I think he's still waiting.
Mike, you on the phone? How dare you call, man? Aren't you embarrassed?
I am embarrassed, and I'll tell you who they should fire up there, whoever teaches tackling. And I think Cash Patel and Dan Bongino are going to investigate that last run where took it right up the A-gut, or whatever you want to call it, you modernistic linguistic miracles, where the Mike linebacker didn't stuff the run, and it went for like 70. Anyway, also, I want to point out something. I spoke to my Georgia buddy before the game. He goes, they're wearing all black. I said, hell, I know that. They'll play like old Vanderbilt, not new Vanderbilt. I'm so sick of that. Guess what? I wish I'd have watched the Breeders' Cup all day Saturday. Also wasted 4 hours of my life rooting for Georgia because I was hoping Georgia and Alabama would drag Tennessee into the national championship playoff. That didn't work out. I also point out something else. Marcel Wynn is from Tennessee. Tyler Simpson is from Tennessee.
Rocky Top, you'll always be.
Thank you. Thank you, James Brown's boyfriend. Anyway, so Joey Aguilar is from Antioch.
Play it, baby.
Tennessee.
Turn that thing up. Let him hear it. Yes, sir. Boom, baby, boom.
I'm not going to bother you the rest of the year until they lose to Vanderbilt. It's basketball season in my mind. Here's the thing that's great. I believe that Joey Aguilar should be allowed to play against Florida. Then they can give him his unconditional release, and they can play McIntyre against New Mexico State. But here's the thing. I'm suspicious when they say the quarterback has escapability. What's that coach code for?
He can't throw.
No. It usually means the offensive line can't pass block.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Eagle.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I'll tell you my Hugh Freeze story. I heard he got fired yesterday. I'm sorry for him. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. When he was coaching in the NAIA, I once heard these famous words: "Coach Freeze, get out of my press box. You've had enough for your post-game show." I really did hear those very words. Anyway, I just don't understand why Austin P, Murray State, and UT Martin are in separate conferences. Think about it. And go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats, baby. Go Wildcats.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what. I watched the Oklahoma and Tennessee game. And I say this all the time, and people get think I'm an idiot. If you play poorly one week, the next week you usually play better. If you got any pride about yourself whatsoever, plus your coaching staff's they're pissed off and they're going to work.
They're going to work you.
Oklahoma looked bad last week. The defense didn't look up to par. And that was impressive. When Tennessee came on that field, all the blackout, all the stuff that was going on, that was impressive. It was electric. Oklahoma will knock your head off. That's one of the hardest hitting defenses. In that particular game, that was probably the hardest hitting I've seen all year by defense personnel. They played lights out, man. That guy is an unbelievable coach.
For defense, absolutely. Well, what was Nick Saban?
Yeah, same thing. And, really, if I'm going to hire a head football coach, I'm going to go somewhere with a defensive background.
Exactly. And get you
what was Bear Bryant known for? What was Bear Bryant known for? Defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get you a defensive head coach and then go hire a good offensive coordinator.
And let him do his job.
And let him just keep
and
hiring
a good quarterback coach.
Right,
and
exactly.
I agree with that. I think that's what I was Auburn. No, but I'm going back to Auburn. Y'all think I'm nuts. You want to hurt the biggest rival? Look what Alabama was last year without him. They had a young guy that never been a coordinator before, and it showed up. This guy can scheme up plays like you would not believe. He sets up plays. His formations, motion shifts, a pass play option, 3 different options on one play. The guy's incredible. Their 2-point play, he had 3 options where to put the football. I just watched things for a long time. He's one of the best offensive coordinators at Alabama. So Auburn, if you can't get what you want, and it won't cost a whole lot of money, going from an offensive coordinator at Alabama to the head football coach at Auburn, you really hurt Bama, and you make yourself so much stronger.
What was Pat Dye at Bama?
He was a defensive guy.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
And then he went somewhere else, right? And then went to Auburn. I can't remember.
No, he left to be a head coach. He coached at East Carolina.
That's what it was,
played
East Carolina.
We were played East Carolina at Southern Mississippi. And we thought, okay, we've never had problems with East Carolina before. We go play them up there, their place. They beat us, I'm going to think it was 35 to something. They were physical. They ran the wishbone. He was there. He went out to Wyoming for 1 year. Then Auburn calls, and Coach Bryant did everything he can to get him. Go.
Bryant called him. In fact, I heard Pat Dye tell the story.
Yeah, you were there. You were at Pat Dye's house.
Yeah, I was at Pat Dye's lodge, and he was telling a bunch of us how Bear Bryant called him on the phone and said, you're not taking that coaching job at Auburn. He goes, they haven't even offered it to me yet. It broke in the press, right? He hadn't been offered the job yet. Yeah. He said, they hadn't offered it to me yet. He goes, well, you're not taking that job at Auburn.
He goes, I'm not going to be here. He goes, I'm not going to be here forever. But he knew they were going to hire him.
He knew it. He knew. He was messing with his friend. Yeah. They were good friends.
He knew. No,
I didn't realize how good of friends they were.
He knew how hard it was going to be for Pat Dye as a coach at Auburn.
Yeah,
Pat Dye,
he knew that.
There are not many Pat Dyes out there.
Yeah,
they're not.
Right.
But anyway, got mixed emotion about Freeze being fired. That was pathetic, though.
I like Durkin, though.
We'll get into the game later.
Durkin's a good coach. I mean,
he's always had a good defense.
Yeah,
but he was also the interim at Florida and didn't do well there.
Yeah.
That's right. Leave him. Whoever they bring in, leave him a defense coordinator.
If you can keep him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now Miami. Oh. Goodness gracious alive, Miami goes on the road.
The wheels. Who's
the quarterback at Miami? Where did he coach? Where was he at before that? What he had Georgia? Did Georgia lose much? Just wondering. The highest paid quarterback in college football. How'd he do against SMU? Everybody's wanting to know.
That's
Cristobal, they're Miami Dolphins. The Miami Hurricane fans are upset. They want to make a change. You know what his buyout is? What? $61 million.
Wow.
They got a billionaire there.
How about Lashley? I mean,
hey,
I remember when he was at Auburn.
Wildcat's trying to screw it. He wants me to fire him. You're not getting that buyout. Your contract's different.
Hey, can I get the buyout?
Yeah, Chad's getting the buyout, not you.
I want to be fired.
You can pay it to me, $1 million a year.
Monthly installments.
So Wildcat, did that save Stoops' job?
I think it did. For this year, I think
it did too.
And then I think that if he loses the next 2 games, they might not fire him this year, but not bring him back next year.
So which teams are fighting to be the worst in the SEC?
Golly, the list is long. Arkansas, I think, is probably the worst team.
I think so.
I don't think Bobby's going to get that job now. I don't care what y'all say.
The biggest problem at Arkansas, though, is the defense. He's got to get a defense.
He fired the guy when he got there. It's just, I've watched them 2 games. They don't play hard, you're right, especially on the defense side of the ball. I'll be shocked if they give him that job. I mean, there's a group of people really want him, but I don't see it. All right, you're an Auburn guy. Who's Auburn going to go after? How much time? Oh, we'll stop right now. Patrick's in here today. Auburn gets fired. He shows up. He's ready to go.
He's in here early, too.
I think Mitchell's glad. He's been egging his wife, been throwing stuff at her and stuff.
No, I have not.
He's like a war eagle all weekend to her. Is your wife happy? Does she want him fired?
She's not singing "It's Great to Be an Auburn Tiger."
You've been singing, though, have you?
No, because
Chad walked in all happy this morning. Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
I saw a meme that had Auburn, and it has Hugh Freeze in the picture, and then there's this girl in a blue dress singing "Let It Go."
Y'all are heartless, man. Let's talk about some of the great people we have. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Guess what? It's closed today. We'll be closed today. They're doing some remodeling in the kitchen. They will not be open today. We went there yesterday, had a great time. Carla was there, waited on us. Place was packed out. We had a wonderful time at the legendary J. Michael's. Go check it out. The best seafood, the coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Now, if you're over in Lynn Haven, you know where you got to go. Pat Purnell, the city commissioner over there, is incredible. Beef O'Brady's at Lynn Haven. All you Mosley Dolphins, make sure you get there all the time now. You got an open week that's coming up. The playoffs start. Hopefully, I don't know how this thing works anymore. Hopefully, you'll have a home game. You can go to Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven pre-game meal. Head out to the game. Have a great time. You want to watch all college NFL games, Monday Night Football, Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Hey, it's getting colder. They forecast 30s and 40s a week from today. I think it's the 11th of this month. We're talking about 8 days away. It's supposed to be unbelievable cold. And if you got Stevenson air conditioning, who cares? If you don't have Stevenson air conditioning, call them, have them come out, service what you do have, let them coach you up, get that house warm where your power bill won't go through the roof. Go local. Nobody's more local than Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason graduated from Mosley High School. He starts a family business. They knock a home run. That thing's expanded throughout the Panhandle of Florida. The best out there. Locals taking care of locals. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. Now, we talked about Lynn Haven, Wildcat. We talked about Christmas coming up. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Chad wants to get me something special, not a ring. What can he get me over there? Has to be a necklace.
52 days until Christmas. 52 days you've got that you can still design and have a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry created just for you, just for Christmas. And gold, silver at an all-time high. If you are needing some cash, they will give you the best that they possibly can on your old gold and silver jewelry. Free jewelry inspection, free jewelry cleaning. Where? David Adamson, Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
If you have not heard, Hugh Freeze has been fired as Auburn head football coach. We'll get more into that about 8:15. We'll be talking about it throughout the day. Wildcat, what does Lorelei and Layton say? Go Tiger Sharks. Taco Bell. Be right back. Coach Griff, where are you? Big win last Friday night. Arthur Marlins, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 69 with a moderate breeze coming out of the north around 14 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 51. Tomorrow, sunny with a gentle breeze and a temperature near 74. Moving into Wednesday, about the same with a high of 75 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com. Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Do you know who I am?
If he was the last person on Earth,
I'm kind of a big deal.
mankind would still have a chance.
We may have to repopulate the Earth.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm very important.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It is Monday. It is Arnold Day. All you Marlins out there, we're proud of you. Let me say something before we get going, Coach. Chad, you and I, we've started that thing over there all those years on that sideline. I'm proud of how hard the kids played at Arnold High School. They could have quit. They could have given up. The coaches, what they've been through. And I don't understand all the things with how the state do the thing. 1 minute you're in trouble, next minute you're not. I don't understand all that stuff. But I know that Griff did a great job under the circumstances. I know he's been hurt, his family, the players, their families. But they all fought through it, and they played hard in a difficult situation. So I'm proud of them. I don't care what the record was. They played hard. I watched a couple games. Especially against Bluntstown. Bluntstown's like an all-star football team. They played their butts off. They play hard, and that's the key. Get your kids to play the best they possibly can. And that's all you can do. And I didn't see them quitting. I didn't see them giving up, and that comes from good coaching. And I mean that. They've done a great coach. You've done a great job. Your staff's done a great job. I'm sorry everything that happened this year, but we can talk about the Rutherford guy. I'll get off my soap opera now. But how are you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing okay.
Good. Talk about the game.
Yeah, we talked all week about, kind of going out on a high note and trying to finish it strong. And, Rutherford's got a lot of talented kids. That Rochelle kid is a pretty special player. And we weren't sure what they were going to do offensively. We're losing their quarterback, in a couple weeks to evolve. So we weren't sure how to prep for that. But offensively, we just wanted to show some consistency, which we did. I think Will Cotter played an outstanding football game. Had a lot of great plays on the offensive side of the ball, put up some points for the first time in a while. So, and the defense played really well and played really hard again, going up against something they really weren't prepared for with that Wildcat thing with that Rochelle kid. So, just really proud of our football team and how they finished the season. If it is the end, just really proud of those guys. It's like I told them after the game. I could not be more proud of a group of kids for what they've been through this year. And I told them I didn't want another team. That I love that football team, and it's been a weird experience, but at the same time, I think our kids are going to be a lot stronger having dealt with that adversity and pushed right through it.
Hey, go back to the playoffs, because I don't understand how they do it anymore. There is a shot to get in. How that happen? Somebody have to lose, somebody wins. How does that happen?
Yeah, going in, we played one of the tougher schedules around. We've had a pretty tough schedule this year on top of everything else. And going into the Rutherford game last week, we were sitting at the 9, and Escambia was at the 8. And Escambia lost to Tate, and then we beat Rutherford there. So there's a possibility that we slip into the 8. We're not sure. Strength of schedule and all those things, and that voodoo math that they do is all going to be factored in there. I never really, said no one really understands exactly. And I think some of that stuff is proprietary, as they call it, so they don't let you know what's going on there. But we'll see how the numbers shake out. And but the weird thing, and it's very strange this year, we're not going to know until Thursday at 1 o'clock. So for the first 3 days of this week, we're like, do we practice? Do we not practice? So it's kind of an odd spot to be in.
Wait a minute, are you kidding me? You won't even know till Thursday?
I wish I was kidding you. No, Thursday at 1 o'clock.
That does not make any. I don't get it. Why? What are they doing? Why is that? Because are the games being played like Monday and Tuesday this week or something like that?
Well, I think they said that people had money. They had through Tuesday to complete any games, but I think we didn't. I don't know that we had any storms or anything like that. So I don't know what the. I don't know why. Again, it hasn't been explained about the rationale behind it. But they will release the rankings Thursday at 1 o'clock, and we'll sit there. And if we're in, we'll go practice. If we're not, we'll pack it up. It's a strange spot.
Coach, really though, how are you going to handle it? Are you going to just make sure they stay conditioned and lift weights and everything, and wait until Thursday? Or are you going to do any kind of practice this week?
That's a great question, Coach. We're gonna continue doing football. We're gonna lift and kind of do those things, and we're really not gonna do a lot, month through Wednesday, and then Thursday at 1 o'clock. We're gonna get together, watch that thing, and if we're in, we're gonna go get our gear and we're gonna get to the practice field. That's just kind of how we're gonna do it. Treat it like an open week, and it's very odd. So it was a strange change. Having that come up, every year I've been a head coach, I've made the playoffs, and I've never known what the final day of the season was. And this time I was like, okay, Friday was going to be the final day of the season. I wrapped my brain around it. Now all of a sudden, here we go with a lot of maybes again. So it's just kind of a strange thing.
Yeah, that's nuts. Hey, if it is over, and football's never over, when do you get them back in the weight room? I guess give us a little rundown what you're going to be doing between now and spring football, if it is over.
Yeah, what we'll do for a couple of weeks here, through Thanksgiving, we'll probably back off of them a little bit and give them a little bit of, kind of ease off in the weight room just a little bit, and then we'll come back for Thanksgiving. We'll turn it up through Christmas break a little bit, and then when we come back from Christmas break, it's going to be, kind of getting back into your off season, program, trying to get them stronger, bigger, stronger, and faster, that sort of thing. So, it's just kind of a cycle, peaks and valleys throughout the year with the intensity that you're doing, and that's kind of, where we're coming up to is that we will take a little bit of downtime after the season, let these guys kind of rest and recuperate. Some of them are going to be playing other sports, et cetera. But then we'll crank the weight room up pretty soon and kind of get that going again.
Wherever you've been, and I've kind of followed you all these, since we've been in the radio and everything. I guess last 10 years, you've always done a really good job placing players to the next level. And I'm not, it's easy to play somebody in SEC school because if you're that great a talent, everybody knows who you are. But you do a great job getting kids to smaller schools, and it's tougher and tougher every year. And I'm sure you're still continue to do that. And tell people how you do that.
Yeah, that's all we'll do. Myself and Josh Wright, last year was the only year I didn't really have a lot of success with that. I've had a lot of success getting guys in. I kind of relied on someone last year, and it didn't really work out very well. But we're gonna, Josh and I were just talking about it over the weekend about various kids and who we're gonna reach out to and see if we can try to get some of these kids an opportunity to keep playing that deserve it. And that's what we'll do between now and now through the summer. It's never too late to get a kid an opportunity. So Josh and I will. We will beat the brush and try to find some opportunities for our kids to continue playing for those guys that have the ability and that want to do it.
And all the connections you have, all the college coaches throughout the Southeast helps also. And Josh does an incredible job getting films together, getting them out there where the people get recognized. So y'all do I'm going to take my hat off. Y'all do a great job of that.
I appreciate that. We work hard at it, and it's important to us to try to find opportunities for guys that want to do it.
It's not always about the win. It is. Everybody's got to win. You got to win. We know that. But you do a great job also making sure the kids do the right things in the community, do the right things for in the classroom, self-discipline, leadership. You guys do a great job of that, and you've done that wherever you've been. I want you to keep your head up. You did a great job this past year. And if you need to talk to us anytime during the season, all season, just give us a call. And heck, we might call you next Monday anyway.
Yeah, Coach, I'm always available. I might want to reach out to you and talk to you here before too long about some other things.
Sounds good, buddy. You take care of yourself. Good luck.
Hey, Coach, appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Good job, Griff. All right, let's talk about some of the other great specials clients we have. I got 2 in here right now. They're better than anybody. And guess what? They're all local. I mean, they're all local. How many people do you know got an all-star cheerleader, beautiful, homecoming court? Thank God for her mama. Anyway, Patrick, you are local, buddy. You do an incredible job. You want that yard to look like a golf course? You got bugs in your yard? You want them gone in your house? You want them gone forever? Turf Pro Pest Control's that's the answer. Locals taking care of locals down at the Panhandle, Florida. That's what you do. Pat, what's the best way to get up with you?
Go to our Facebook page on Turf Pro PC. Thanksgiving is coming. It's crazy. We're what now? 22 days till Thanksgiving.
It is. You realize high school football regular season's over? I can't believe how fast it flew by.
Well, Thanksgiving's coming. You're fixing to have all your family come over to your house, have those big parties.
I'm going to Chad's.
Make sure you don't have any bugs. Keep the bugs out of the house now. Now's the time to get them out. It's not really a call to action, but it is. The last thing you want at Thanksgiving dinner is to have a bug go across the floor.
Or you don't want your yard looking bad either.
Well, that too. I mean, you can get rid of those bugs and weeds right now and get ready for the winter. Christmas is coming.
Wildcat, you listening? I've seen that place.
I'm listening.
Good God.
We had a discussion before the show.
We'd all, if you take him on.
Because those bugs want to come in the house and get warm just like I do.
They're all a lot of work. And I tell people this all the time. As far as the turf is concerned, we don't care what type of grass you have. We get some customers, they have a mixture of St. Augustine, centipede, zoysia, Bermuda, all in one yard. I call that a Florida yard. That's normal. That's not a big deal. Don't be afraid of the grass you have or the lack of. We can grow it back in, and we can get you taken care of.
And the man, the myth, the legend, 26 years on Bay County sidelines. This guy's one of the first doctors ever trained in robotic surgery. I saw a special too. Let me tell you something in the break.
Hey, when do we get those long sleeve robotic MD shirts?
I always looking for something for free. You know what I'm saying?
The hoodies, yeah. You know, the hoodies.
Large.
Maybe I'll give John one.
Large.
Orthopedic Associate. Yeah.
But Chad, seriously,
MD.
I want to apologize for being rudely interrupted in this great commercial we're doing for you. Chad's been on the sidelines for 26 years taking care of athletes, and you don't have to be a great athlete to see Chad Mitchell. Chad, what's the best way the common folk can get out there and see you? They fall. They hurt their wrist. They hurt a knee, a hip. Well, how can they get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
The guy's incredible, believe me. Also, Dr. Chad Mitchell has a buddy. His name's Dr. Ward. The guy's incredible what he does. Skin cancer can be deadly. We just lost a coach in Houston, the strength coach there, because of skin cancer. All it takes is 5 minutes. You got to get, what do you always say?
Early detection is the key.
Saved you, didn't it? Saved you.
Certainly did.
Yes. So, Dr. Ward, listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about Florida State. Patrick was there. Chad Mitchell's got you an update on FSU. We got everything on the Seminoles. Great job this past weekend for homecoming. That's great, man. Keep on winning, brother. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida app version 2.0. Now featuring ultra high fidelity. You'll feel like you're in the game. Plus more opportunities to win weekly prizes from local businesses when you click it to win it. Download the 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
All residential and commercial projects from start to finish, Wheelhouse is ready to help. From the moment you have the thought to build to the moment you step through the front door of your finished project, Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering will walk you through all of your aspirations. Engineering, site plans, live architectural design, construction, 3D rendering, permits, and more. Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering, 850-896-6597. That's 850-896-6597. And online at wheelhousedba.com.
Reliable Coffee Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Coffee Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Smothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Coffee Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! You caught me. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. All right, we're back live. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. And your FSU update is brought to you one of the greatest places on earth. And that is Miss Newby's. 4 wonderful locations. Of course, the new one over in St. Andrews, a big, beautiful blue facility there. But the 3 here in Panama City Beach, especially Newby's 2 on the Curve. Go watch all sporting events, shoot pool. Now it's getting cool. They'll have a fireplace going there. That's pretty cool. Then head on down to the mothership like you know you're going to, like everybody does. Charlotte is going to have the best entertainment for you every single night, especially Friday and Saturday. So get out one of the 4 Newbies and have a great time. Chad, what do you got?
Florida State takes it to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, 42-7. You know, the first quarter, no one scored, and then it was all FSU after that. 14 points in the second quarter, 14 points in the third quarter, 14 points in the fourth quarter. The first 5 touchdowns were running touchdowns. The 6th was a pass to Deuce Robinson of 11 yards. And FSU absolutely put it on the Demon Deacons. Total yards, FSU 421, Wake Forest 247. Turnovers, Wake Forest had 2, FSU had 1. First downs, pretty even here. FSU had 18. Wake Forest had 19. Penalties, many more penalties on the Wake Forest side. 11 penalties for 93 yards. Florida State only had 4 for 45. Third down conversions, Wake Forest was 6 of 16. FSU was 7 of 11. Fourth down conversions, FSU was 0 of 2. Wake Forest was 2 of 3. Time of possession was Wake Forest, 34 minutes, 24 seconds to FSU's 25-36. This was played at Doak, and it's in the history books.
Homecoming victory.
42-7.
That's pretty good. Yeah. We were talking about Friday. We do our picks Thursday and Friday. We're all talking about, man, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen anymore. And they showed up and played. Patrick, you were at the ball game. Was this like watching them play Bama? Or give us a little rundown what you thought. What do you think about that ball game?
They had a different attitude coming out of the locker room before the game started. I mean, I'll give credit to my son Tristan. When they came out and they got to the sideline, he hits me in the shoulder and goes, "Dad, that's a different team." Before a snap had ever been taken, anything, and you could see it was a different energy, a different vibe. They were flying around, especially on defense. Offensively, it looked the same way. It didn't look like go through the motions and some of the stuff. He played a lot of players that have been there a while, more. Sam Singleton wasn't supposed to start the game, starts the game, leads the team in rushing. He actually leads the team in yards per carry for the season with 293 carries at 8.9 yards. I don't know why he's not the starter anyway. Then you had Shaheem Brown on defense, who hasn't played a whole lot at his safety position like he did the last 2 years, played a lot. There was a lot of different guys. They were moving some of the transfer guys didn't play as much in positions as they have. But here's a key stat that, and it goes to a Gus Malzahn offense, and similar to what I said about DJ Lagway. When Tommy Castellanos has thrown for 20 passes or more, Florida State's lose. Saturday was the most passes he has thrown in a game and then win, and that was 16. They're not really a passing offense. He hit a lot of chunk plays, but they're really predicated on getting the run established so they can run a little bit of play action and then hit the chunk plays. All of their losses.
And I will say that is a Gus Malzahn offense that does that. I mean, you look at the players through time that have made him successful, and it was a lot of running.
Oh, yeah, he's got a history of running backs. And it was a great game to watch. It was great for the motivation and morale, at least of the team and what they're trying to accomplish.
Can you pull the rest of their schedule?
Well, yeah, I can pull
They
it
play
up.
Clemson
They got
Saturday.
Clemson next. That's what I was going to focus on.
Who's favorite?
but,
Clemson 2.5?
Clemson by
2.5. Yeah,
That's
and
a big
Dabo, they're after Dabo right now.
Which is insane.
Things aren't, no doubt. But what's your gut feeling going forward?
I like Florida State's chances against Clemson more than I do NC State. I've told several people I think they're probably going to go 2-2. I think they can beat Clemson, and I obviously think they can beat Virginia Tech at home. But then I think the last two games, playing NC State on the road on a Friday night and then having to go to Gainesville, is going to be a tough task.
And North Carolina just beat NC State, right?
No, NC State beat Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Who's North Carolina beat?
Almost nobody.
No, they actually won a game. Oh, Syracuse. Syracuse. They beat Syracuse.
So FSU's at Clemson. That's at 6 p.m. this Saturday on the ACC network. Then November 5th.
Go back.
They're at Clemson.
Timeout. What two teams wanted to pull out of the ACC because they deserved more money, and now they got these two teams not playing on the ABC. They're not playing on the ESPN. What network are they showing this game on?
He's stirring it up, John.
ACC network.
He's throwing at the Hornets' nest.
How the greedy has fallen. The greedy has fallen off the rock. Unbelievable.
But here's your big stat to that. So, what other ACC team was on television besides those two?
None.
There you go. That's why they needed more money.
SEC.
Hey, you just solidified their argument. If they need more money so they can rebuild their teams and pay players more.
All right. Did you see what Norvell just went through, right? They wanted to fire him. He win a game. That gets you another week. That's it. You get probably another week. That's it.
But he's all right. So you asked for this schedule, so I'm gonna give it
to me, baby.
He's at Clemson this next weekend, November 15th, at home versus Virginia Tech, then at North Carolina State, then at Florida.
And the North Carolina State is a Friday night game.
Friday night?
Yes.
All right, let's go back to this week's game. They're going to play Clemson. What's the mindset of Clemson players? We saw how FSU players bounced back and surprised a lot of people because we really didn't know what to expect. And they, Pastor, you pointed out that they were ready to play. Now, Clemson, here's what's going on in Clemson. Head coach Dabo Swinney, the legend. I love him. He's a legend. They asked him, would he be fired? Clemson's 3-5. They lost to Duke 46-45.
That's horrible.
Dabo jokingly said that he could be fired as early as today. I can be fired today. He's talking about yesterday now. That's actually Saturday after the game. I might get fired today. I can't say I blame them. We haven't started off winning. I guarantee you they'll get me. He was asked about the job security. He said, look, I'm just trying to get ready for FSU. There are people, psychos out there that want him fired. It's not what you've done for me. It's
what you do today.
Yeah, what you do today. What you've done for me lately.
This weekend.
But let's look at it.
Well, gosh, I'm leaving the show then.
Let's look at this.
What have they done for you?
What has he done for me?
He's picked on you a little bit.
Job security. I'm just trying to get ready for FSU. His buyout, this is Dabo's buyout. You want to get rid of him? Go ahead. 2025 buyout is $60 million. Give him another year.
Wow.
Give him another year. It drops.
Another $60 million.
2026, it drops to $57 million.
He'll go sit at his lake house.
2027, 2027, it drops to $48.5 million. Whoever did his contract knew Chad Mitchell. That's Mitchell money right there, baby.
No, he didn't know me. He's much better.
We need to find out.
Yeah.
Well, I need to know who did his contract.
Do you think they would fire? You know what?
I think that would be insane because I think there's 8 to 10 teams in the ACC that would take him as head coach with his record, with his team that he has today.
Hey, Auburn.
Yeah.
He's available. I'm telling you, I think he's a great coach. I think he's a great coach.
I do too.
Coach Bryant went 2 years at Alabama, 6-5 and 6-5.
Yeah.
69
and what if they'd have fired him?
They truly were on him back then.
Yeah.
I think he went 1 year where he didn't win a game.
No, that was at Texas A&M his first year. Texas A&M. 3 years later, they won the conference, I think. All right, we get back. We're going to jump into Florida Gators. Wow, the Gators played well. Do a chance to tell you all about that when we get back. But right now, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. Let's talk about TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. Kyle does not only build roofs, they can build anything, buildings. You name it, they can do it. They design it, they build it, commercial, residential. But if you're looking for a roof, go Vandy Roofing. The guy's incredible. And listen to Kyle every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Steve's Bike Shop, Steve Bertishaw, is the swim coach at Moses. You talking about local? They've been in business in 1979. You even think about getting a bike, even those stationary bikes. And you know what they told him, the doctor said, Chad, you know this, when you sit around all day long watching TV, that's what gets you. You got to stay moving. You got to stay moving. You know what people are doing now, wise people are doing now? They're buying these stationary bikes. They put them in their living rooms or dens. They watch TV, and they get up and ride it. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Then they get off it. An hour later, they jump back on it. Think about it. That's smart. You can't go ride your bike all the time because sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's storming. These stationary bikes are pretty cool. Honest to God,
I think I'll take all the clothes off of mine and do that.
I hope you're talking about on the bike.
What are we talking about?
What did you say?
All the clothes that are hanging
Did you say
on
you and
my
your wife were taking all your
stationary
clothes off on a stationary bike? What?
stationary bike.
Anyway,
What a pervert guy.
No wonder he's building a big fence.
Yeah, he has ruined this commercial. Where is it located? They're located on 23rd Street, right across from Sam's. It's called Steve's Bike Shop. Electrical bikes, new and used, and old standard bikes.
Wear a helmet.
Don't go waste your money. Go to Steve's Bike Shop. You'll be glad you did. Wow. My favorite place, that Cajun place, man. We had you know what? We went there twice. We went there for the 11 o'clock kickoff, watched the game. As Brian, Julie, and myself were there. We had a great time watching the game. We were watching Vandy in Texas. We were watching Ohio State, Penn State. Then we go home. We go our separate ways. I go back up there in the afternoon, watch a little bit of the Florida-Georgia game because like 10 million other people, we were really upset about YouTube TV. We couldn't get any of the games. So we go home, but once we were at the Cajun place for lunch, I had chicken, salad, and then I had the gumbo, which is incredible. Chicken sausage gumbo is the best I ever had right there. And I didn't have wings then. Everybody else had the wings. I came back about 4 hours later. Guess what I had? I had the wings, and they were good. I love that place. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. That Cajun place on Thomas Drive. They open the doors at 10 for brunch, 11 o'clock kickoff. All the specials kick in. If you're an LSU fan this weekend, that game kicks off at 6:30. You need to be at the Cajun place. Bama fans, get up there. Have your shirts on. But LSU, every time they score, they get a free Jell-O shot. That Cajun place, get there, spend all day and all night this weekend. Sundays, the North Shore Jazz play from 10 to 12. Then they got all the NFL games being played, 27-plus TVs. If the Saints was to score a touchdown, you get a free Jell-O shot. We'll be right back, 104.3. I can't get that vision of you naked on a damn bike. That makes me sick.
Just leave it alone.
We'll be right back.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is your home for the NFL.
Touchdown, Denver!
We bring you the biggest games every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night.
Oh, he's got the first down!
Plus, we'll broadcast more college football games than ever before.
He did what?
Live NFL and college football play here.
Unbelievable!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 69 with a moderate breeze coming out of the north around 14 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 51. Tomorrow, sunny with a gentle breeze and a temperature near 74. Moving into Wednesday, about the same with a high of 75 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Keep the adventure going this holiday season in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Bill Bird Kia now offering 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus a $500 APR bonus on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento during the big fall savings event going on now. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. It's the best family SUV with third-row seating space, providing extra comfort for the entire family. Bill Bird Kia, the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia S and LX models. $20.83 per month per 1,000 financed in 48 months. Quantities limited. $500 APR bonus is applied as down payment and no cash value cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers must take delivery from dealer stock through 11/3/25.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm not prepared. I really am not prepared at all.
I hope you won't judge me on one email I sent 10 years ago.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Live from the J. Michael Studio.
Now that's a spicier food nibble!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, wouldn't that be something?
Nice try, though.
Wouldn't that be something if we don't want that to happen, but could you imagine if Miami loses a couple more games, Florida State loses a couple more games, and in the season all the three big schools make changes? That would be incredible. I don't think that's ever happened in 1 year.
Put all the coaches
Hopefully it
on
does.
a wheel.
I want FSU and Miami to win.
What's that going to do to the transfer portal?
Oh, my God. You realize that right now? Anybody at Auburn wants to leave, they can walk out the door.
Well, here's the thing for the transfer portal. I think it opens in first week of December or something.
Well, it opens as soon as you get a new coach.
For everybody, yeah. But it's not a new coach. As soon as he left, the transfer portal opens for 30 days as soon as he's fired.
Yeah.
That's going to run into the December, I think, transfer portal or right close to when it opens. So you're going to have
your coaches lined up. But if you're in the playoffs, good luck with that. Yeah, this is crazy times we live in.
Yeah.
Chad, what do you got for Florida State? Another heartbreaking loss. I will say this before you start. Kirby Smart, love you, brother. He owns officials. He owns the SEC officials, especially the main office.
There's some bad gators for sure.
The TV review.
I don't blame him. I thought it was a catch, too.
I thought it was a catch,
I'm going to leave it at that. The Florida Gators lose to the Georgia Bulldogs 24-20. And, Georgia's quarterback stopped short of the goal line to run the clock out, or it would have been, 31-20, something to that effect. I know Florida had a couple of fourth down conversions where they probably could have kicked and probably could have had it, 26 if they make both of those. I felt like Florida played a hard-fought game. They were just outmanned, and that's just the way to say it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, and especially the second half, I really thought at one point in the third quarter, man, Florida's going to take this game. And then, Georgia does what it always does, plays well in the fourth quarter. So, anyway, Florida doesn't get it done. Let's look at some of the stats. Georgia had 361 total yards to Florida's 281. Georgia had 1 turnover. Florida had 0. First downs, Georgia 20. Florida 16. Penalties, Georgia had more, 7 for 65 yards. Florida had 5 for 50. Third down conversions, 7 of 15 is Georgia, 2 of 11. Remember that, 2 of 11 for Florida. In fact, in the second half, that was pretty important that they couldn't convert on third or fourth down. Fourth down conversions, 0 of 2 for Florida, 0 of 0 for Georgia. Time of possession, Georgia, 32 minutes, 25 seconds. Florida, 27:35. Again, this was played in Jacksonville, and the attendance was 76,131. Yep. And that's the basic stats for the game. Florida has the Wildcats next.
That's right, baby. They're hot.
So
where's that game played?
They're favored to beat
Kentucky.
It is.
Yeah, they're favored to beat Kentucky, and it's at Kroger Field.
They usually play Georgia pretty tough. I want to go back.
They always play Florida pretty tough.
And it's going to be a 6:30 game on the SEC
Let's
Network.
go back to this Florida. Thank you, sir. This Florida Georgia game. Do you realize what happened? There was something big that happened in that game. When the quarterback stopped on the inch-yard line, and they went back and looked at it 2 or 3 times, they're going to give him a touchdown or not, that was a big deal because of the point spread. And you're talking, now Conrad Moon told me, I want to say it was like $50 million stop. When he stopped, that cost certain bettors $50 million. So I don't know if the people in Vegas were happy, mad, sad, or glad. I'm not sure. But if he scores, Georgia covers. And if you put your money on the covering, you would have made a lot of money. When he stopped short, and he was scoring, he could have walked in.
Yeah.
He stopped to run the clock out.
Exactly.
And they'd have won by more than 11
Full
anyway.
control of the game if you stop short of the goal line.
But Rich, think about all that money. People that bet the cover, I bet they were pulling their hair out.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about what people are betting. They shouldn't be betting
Well, there's 50 million people that are worried about that.
Well,
can you imagine?
That's their problem. They're betting their money on
sounds to me like a
the NBA is going through that.
Right now. It sounds like a conspiracy.
I said the NBA is going through that right now with the point shaving by players, and it's probably going to tally over to other sports as they delve into it because they're talking about the mob.
Now,
that's a different subject. But
do you think that the SEC is going to go investigate, see if the Georgia coaches are bet on the game,
or the quarterback,
or the quarterback, or the play? Yeah,
no, it's pretty obvious what they were doing.
Linemen.
Yeah,
it's pretty obvious what they were doing.
That was a big. Now, seriously, that was a big deal, man. That's a lot of money being bet on those games, and that cost people big time. There were people upset about that, but I get it. You run the clock out. There's no way they can come back. And I had somebody say, why would they do it? Why would they score? Because they've been up by 11. You're right. And they probably still would have won the game. But we have seen crazy things happen. Maybe Florida scores in one play to get an onside kick and score another touchdown.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Well, it gives. I think it was like a minute 36 somewhere in there where he stopped short, right? And then you think about it. I mean, that is enough time. We've seen it happen in the past where a team can score twice.
Anything can happen.
Yep.
Anything can happen.
It almost happened in the Florida State-Miami game, and Miami was in full control. Because right there at the end of the game, it came down to an onside kick.
If Vandy gets the onside kick, which they should have got,
oh my gosh,
man, that would have been a different game.
Do you see all these close-scoring games that Georgia finds a way to win?
Yeah. That's a characteristic of a good team.
They practice hard. They work hard.
Yeah.
They do not have the depth they've had in the past. That's the reason these games are close. That's the bottom line. Nobody's going to sit on second team where they know they can make money and go play somewhere else. That's hurt the Alabamas, the Georgias. Now, Ohio State doesn't seem like it's hurt. They still, their roster's still pretty deep. I don't know if it's because they pay so much or what. Texas paid a lot of money, and they still.
There's going to be a lot of Lamborghinis leaving Austin. I'm telling you.
I don't know. You look at the Mississippi State game.
It's a Reynolds.
Did Arch Manning turn the corner in
I don't know.
the third or fourth quarter of the Mississippi State game?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because he's since that point, he's looked completely different.
He looked a lot better. You watch that game, Vandy?
Yes, I did.
He looked good.
Yeah.
He looked good. That first play of the game, I think he threw a touchdown pass.
Right. That play call against the cornerback blitzing was just genius by Sarkisian.
Oh,
he's a genius. He's an offensive genius
he's
anyway.
Good, man. He's really good. I don't know if this is true or not, because this fake stuff on the internet now, you never know. They had all kinds of stories that look so real, but I heard that Fran Tarkenton died, and he was 85. Was that? They made it sound like it happened yesterday, or Saturday. It makes it sound like it happened Saturday. I thought he had died before.
I thought he died before too.
I did too.
I'll tell you in a second.
So we all know he's the Georgia Vikings legendary quarterback. They say he was 85 years old, but I could have sworn he died before then. And they made you believe it happened Saturday. And I'm just not sure. I don't know what to believe anymore. And they post these fake things. We're trying to get it.
John, it's not too hard to get him off track.
It's even tougher to get me back on track.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. That legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, Taco Bell. Man, Dr. Ward, Wednesday, 7:30, right here in ESPN Northwest Florida. Also, don't forget about Max Fit Sports Nutrition, Jason Kowaleski. I want to get that protein, no sugar in it, all natural. And I mix it with water. I got the chocolate. Kay helped me yesterday, and I got the chocolate. Tastes good. Tastes really good. But it gives you a lot of protein, not a lot of calories whatsoever. So it's supposed to be really natural, really healthy. So I'm going to try that out and see if that helps me somewhat. And I'll let you know how it goes. Chad, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
We're right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Alabama, off week.
LSU coming up.
Has not died.
That's what it says.
Wow, that really pisses me off. They lied. They just lied. We're not on air.
Just not lying. Of course we are.
Why did you take us off?
Because I didn't know you were going to say piss. You're not allowed to say that word.
That was fake news if you're listening. You don't know. All this stuff was real.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 69 with a moderate breeze coming out of the north around 14 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 51. Tomorrow, sunny with a gentle breeze and a temperature near 74. Moving into Wednesday, about the same with a high of 75 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they'll get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
WGSX Lynn Haven, W Field, Q Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Well, it's that time of the year again, folks. Yep, Christmas is right around the corner. And to avoid the stress and rush, Tracy's Fine Jewelry is starting our Christmas sale early. That's right, all color gemstone jewelry is on sale now for 60% off. Rubies, emeralds, sapphires, tanzanites, opals, and more. Mark it off your list and lay away now. At Tracy's Fine Jewelry, we love to save you time and money. So avoid the rush and come see us at Tracy's Fine Jewelry, where Santa shops.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news. What's the bad news? Your hat's on fire.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Alabama Update is brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. We're talking about local companies taking care of local people throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Jason graduated from Mosey High School. The guy's incredible. They have knocked a home run. People love dealing with Stevenson Air Conditioning, and you will too. Chad Mitchell's bought a brand new uniform. I have. Jason Kovaleski's did one for the office and his home. And the best thing we've ever done. The most honest, hardworking people out there. If you have any kind of problems, anytime, day or night, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll be out. They'll do an incredible job for you. They're the best at what they do, and they're local. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. All right, let's jump into the Alabama Crimson Tide. They've had an update, and somebody's been mean. Somebody got in trouble. Someone's been arrested over the weekend.
Somebody's been naughty, and nobody's been nice.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to get into something else before I get back to that. Alabama versus LSU. This is prime time. ABC 6:30. Now, I do believe the next 2 weeks are going to determine what happens for Alabama. I really do. You got an LSU team with an interim head coach. The players like him a lot. He's a great motivator. You're going to see a more enthused, hard-playing LSU Fighting Tigers Saturday night in Tuscaloosa. It's going to be a battle. Then the following week, they have not come out and said exactly what station, but I'm telling you now, it's going to be Alabama and Oklahoma at 6:30 on ABC. You go ahead and mark it down. That's going to happen. These next two games will determine if Bama makes the playoffs, if they go to Atlanta. If they can take care of business at LSU, at home versus LSU, then against one of the best defenses in all of college football, 2 weeks at home versus Oklahoma and get revenge for losing there. Then they got a cupcake game, Auburn with an interim head coach. You would feel like you feel pretty good about those last two games. Of course, you never could feel good about going to Jordan-Hare, but they should. So Bama has an opportunity to go win these last 4 ball games. If they do, they make the playoffs. Even if they lose the SEC championship game, they'll be in the playoffs. If they take care of the next 4, they got to take care of one game at a time. The standings right now, SEC standings as of today. Number 1, the SEC is a tie between Alabama and Texas A&M. Now, A&M's not lost a game. They're ranked higher. Alabama's 7-1, A&M's 8-0. The next team is Ole Miss, 5-1 SEC play, 8-1 record. Georgia is 5-1 the SEC, 7-1 overall record. Now, Bama beat Georgia. That's a big deal. Head-to-head competition will come down to a tiebreaker. They got the win over Georgia. Now, Georgia has the win over Ole Miss. So that's a good thing if you're a Bulldog. Texas, don't sleep on Texas. They seem, we were talking about this in between break. Looks like Manning's getting better. Texas is getting better. They're now 4-1 in the SEC, 7-2 overall. They only lost to the number 1 team in the country, Ohio State. They've only got that one loss to the SEC. Vandy is 3-2. I think the bubble's busted. I think they're going to have a really good year, but I think that's about it. Their overall record now is 7-2. They've got Auburn at home this week. Tennessee got manhandled. Oklahoma's more physical than Tennessee. Tennessee 3-2 SEC. Missouri drops to 2-2. Oklahoma's 2-2. LSU's 2-3. Florida's 2-3. Mississippi State's 1-4. Auburn 1-5. Kentucky 1-5. South Carolina 1-6, and Arkansas 0-5. So that's the SEC standing. Bama's in great shape. If they beat LSU, beat Oklahoma, I feel really good about this ball club. Now, Chad mentioned this off the air, and I had it written down. It was funny to watch Nick Saban on game day. He's talking about the quarterbacks and all this kind of things and saying the unbelievable. I bragged on this kid when he was in high school. I saw tape of him. I said, that's the best quarterback in the country. He signs with Alabama, and I said, this is the future.
He goes to school early.
gets there, does what he's supposed to do. What does a DA coach from Alabama do? This was what Saban said. He goes, I was a DA, dumb A coach that put Sayin on the scout team when I was at Alabama. He said, that's how smart I am. Hey, Nick, you know what? Jaden couldn't throw. Milroe could not throw.
Yeah, he couldn't.
But he could run. Yeah. He could run like a deer.
He can't throw in the middle of the field. Yeah. He could throw the deep bomb, but he couldn't throw in the middle of the field.
But it was funny when Nick did it. You saw it?
Yeah.
I thought that's pretty cool. All right, I got time to get this in today. I want to do this. This is by CBS. This is what they think Alabama's going to happen with Alabama Crimson Tide. They don't think they win the SEC. They predict Bama will lose one more game. They got them losing to Texas A&M in the SEC championship game. And that would break my heart, because what that does, that'll send the Aggies to the Sugar Bowl. So Texas A&M, not Alabama, will go to the Sugar Bowl, and they will play the winner 7-8 playoff first round. The Rose Bowl, according to CBS, is going to be the Ohio State Buckeyes. I agree with that. They'll be the number one seed, and they're going to play the winner.
Going to argue that point.
They're going to play the winner of 8 and 9. Third seed, they've got them, Indiana, losing to Ohio State, going to the Orange Bowl to play the winner of 6 and 11.
Have these people not looked at these schedules?
The fourth seed has Alabama, the 4th seed, in the Cotton Bowl. They'll play the winner of 5 and 12 in the first round playoffs. Here are your playoff games according to CBS. They've got number 8. I agree with that. They got number 8, Ole Miss, versus number 9, Georgia Tech. The winner gets Ohio State. Number 7, BYU at home versus number 10, Texas. The winner gets Texas A&M. We could have a repeat, Texas and Texas A&M. Number 6, Oregon at home versus number 11, Notre Dame. I still get upset about Notre Dame getting in without being in a conference. They get the winner, goes to get to play Indiana in the Orange Bowl. Number 5, Georgia at home versus number 12, Memphis. I like to draw Memphis. They'll play Alabama in the Sugar Bowl, the winner of that game, which would be Georgia. The rest of the SEC, they still have Auburn getting 6 wins. Auburn gets 6 wins. They go play in a Mayo Bowl game against Pitt. The Citrus Bowl, they got the Tennessee Volunteers playing the Michigan Wolverines. That game is on December 31st. On December 31st, the Quest Bowl, they've got Oklahoma playing Nebraska. December 30th, the Music City Bowl, LSU playing Northwestern. December 27th, the Texas Bowl, you got Missouri playing TCU. The Gator Bowl has Vandy playing SMU.
Wow, that'd be a good game.
This is what the experts at CBS thinks how these games are going to be played out.
There's too much football left. I mean, we
every week there's upsets.
We got Georgia and Texas playing. We've got Texas and Texas A&M playing some point. I mean, you've got Alabama playing LSU and Oklahoma. There's just so many. And I hadn't really looked at Ole Miss schedule, but
they're in the catbird.
Yeah, they're in the catbird.
They should be in good shape right now.
Right. So, I mean, there's a lot of football left and a lot of good teams and a lot of teams that are starting to get better and peak. I mean, you watched Oklahoma change this weekend. That makes them, pretty good. LSU's kind of, trending down. I don't think Auburn's going to win very many games coming up. I think Vandy beats them. Just what I've seen of Vandy. I think Vandy's that good.
You really do?
Yeah, I do. I think Vandy's going to beat Auburn. Yeah. So just get prepared for it. And, I could be wrong if Vandy doesn't show up. But
tell you what, if Auburn does beat Vandy, I think they'll play really hard the rest of the year. I do.
Yeah, and you hope that for any team, right? But I'm just saying the way it looks right now.
Interviewing the players coming out of the meeting. I'll talk about when we get to Auburn. Remind me to talk about the Auburn players, what they had to say after the team meeting on Sunday.
But do you not see that there's a lot of football left? I mean, it'd be like taking the NFL and trying to predict it. You got all these good teams playing each other. It's like, okay, how's this going to settle out?
If you've noticed, too, there's a reason you're seeing Alabama on ABC. That's the big station. That's the one they want everybody watching. They make their money off advertising off ABC. They've knocked a home run. Alabama, on average, is the number 1 team in the country with TV sets on watching them play. It doesn't matter if it's 2:30. It doesn't matter if it's 11, especially at night. It's Alabama. I think Ohio State's second. No, it's not. There's SEC schools. But Alabama's dominating. They are the team. Why did Florida State actually not make the playoffs? The true reason. It's all about money.
Yeah.
They knew that back then. They got stuff. They got all this data. They know when Bama's on TV, people watch all over the country. And it makes their advertisers money. I think that's the main reason FSU didn't get in. I really do. I truly believe that. And that's the reason you're going to see Alabama. Anytime they can put Alabama on ABC, they're going to do it. Right now, Alabama, every time they're on TV, they're averaging like 7.9. Number 2 is Tennessee. Number 3 is Georgia. Number 4 is Texas. Number 5 is Oklahoma. Now, the reason Tennessee's number 2 is who they've played. The Georgia game, it was off the charts. The Alabama game was off the charts. And, of course, Texas, people watch Texas. That's a big brand. I get that. Oklahoma is a big brand. What? All right, let's take a break. Alabama Update's been brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Seriously, I brag on them all the time. They truly are incredible. Your power bill goes to the roof in the summertime. It's going to go through the roof in the wintertime if you don't do something about it. You're throwing money out the window. Do yourself a favor. Call a local company, somebody you can trust. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason's the most honest guy out there. They'll come in. They'll tell you exactly what you're going to need to do to make your house warm in the winter, and just do what they tell you. Get it serviced. If you want to keep the unit you have, get it serviced. It's going to save you money in your power bill. If you've got an old one, really old one, it really and truly there's nothing you can do but get rid of it if you want to save money. It's one of the few things you can purchase or pay for yourself over a period of time because you save money every single month on your power bill, a lot of money. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, they're closed today, some repairs. They'll be back open tomorrow. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, the best seafood, ice cold beer, the legendary J. Michael's. Also, don't forget about Russ and Amber. Let's go get some jewelry. Where are we going? How many days of Christmas?
David Adamson, designer jewelry, 52 days till Christmas, gold and silver at an all-time high. If you need some cash for the holidays, take your old gold and silver in there while you're in there. Have your free jewelry cleaning and free jewelry inspection. It all happens right there on site. And David Adamson is in town from Sweden or wherever it is he moved off. He'll be there through Christmas. So super, super good deals can be had at David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
And Lynn Haven. We're right back with Auburn Update. Hugh Freeze gone as the head football coach of Auburn, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 69 with a moderate breeze coming out of the north around 14 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 51. Tomorrow, sunny with a gentle breeze and a temperature near 74. Moving into Wednesday, about the same with a high of 75 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design, build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Reach out, call up and just say hi.
Give him a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local. From the J. Michael Studio, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. War Eagle, baby. Seagulls. Auburn, we knew it was happening. We talked about Friday. We felt like the loser of the Kentucky-Auburn game would lose their job. Kentucky wins the ball game 10-3. Hugh Freeze is fired. Jamie, my daughter, she called me late that night and said, Dad, it's going to happen tomorrow. I said, you know for a fact. She said, just trust me, it's going to happen tomorrow. I said, I think we're leaving our guys down there to spend the night. So she called me around 11, and she it's going on. They canceled the recruiting meeting they usually have on Sundays. They had canceled some other things. They had called for a team meeting. So we knew it was happening. The reporters were out there every year waiting for it to happen. They had gotten word it was going to go down. And then you saw all the cars coming up. But what was interesting after the meeting with the players, that the players were not, the most of the players were upbeat. I'm sure they feel like they were sad. I'm sure Coach is gone. But they were upbeat. They kept him in there a while. And I do believe Auburn's going to play really hard the rest of the year. One thing was interesting, like you guys have pointed out, they can all jump ship right now and go where they want to go. The last player to come out, and the reporter from Birmingham waited and waited and waited. The last player to leave the facility was 5-star wide receiver Coleman. Everybody in the country will want him. We all know it. He's one of the best players in all of college football. Nobody knows about him in other parts of the country because they can't get the ball to him. But the recruiters know him. When he was coming out of high school, we had 2 5-stars, him and Williams, out of the state of Alabama. One goes to Alabama, one goes to Auburn. Alabama would love to have him. But they are doing everything possible to make sure they do not lose Coleman. And I don't know if they will. That's too early to tell. I don't think they will, especially if things go well and they get a coach pretty quickly. But he can make a lot of money at a lot of different schools. It won't shock me if Coleman leaves and goes. But most of the players leaving the facility were upbeat about the rest of the year. Again, Auburn takes it on the chin. They get beat by Kentucky 10-3. It costs Hugh Freeze's job. Auburn's offense only produces a field goal. Let me break this. And we got a caller I got to get on here because he is the people's caller. I don't want to keep him waiting long. Kentucky total offense. Kentucky had only 240 yards of offense, okay? They had 161 yards pass offense, only 79 yards rushing, and they won the game. Auburn had actually more yards than Kentucky by 1. Auburn had 241 yards total offense. They passed for 123. They rushed the ball for 118 yards. First, look how close it was. First downs, Kentucky 16, Auburn 17. Third down conversions, Kentucky 6 of 13, Auburn 6 of 16. Fourth down conversion, Kentucky never went for it on fourth down. Auburn was 1 of 3. Total plays on offense, Auburn had the ball 78 snaps. Kentucky 63, and they still won the ball game. Kentucky rushed the ball 32 times for 79 yards. They only averaged 2.5 yards per carry. Y'all's quarterback's not very good.
No.
Auburn rushed the ball 40 times, 118 yards, 3 yards per carry. Passing, Kentucky was 18 of 29, 2 interceptions. Auburn was 15 of 31, 1 interception. Kentucky punted the ball 6 times. They averaged 44.8. Auburn punted it 7 times for 45 yards. Time of possession, Kentucky had 31 minutes, 46 seconds. Auburn 28-14. In the second half, the same old story for Auburn and all the games all year.
It should have been a lot closer. But
no, that's pretty close. Yeah. But think about it. They in the second half all year, the adjustments have not been there. Closer. The adjustments have not been there. They have not produced much. And Chad, get this. Auburn was sacked 7 times, lost 49 yards, 7 sacks. Kentucky was only sacked twice. They lost 7 yards. Auburn can't get the ball to the playmakers.
What did we talk about in the preseason? We talked about Auburn's offensive line and the problems. And
the center goes down.
Yeah, right. And so you have one key player go out, and that's a problem.
Yeah. Let's bring on the people's caller, see how he's doing this morning. It warms my heart to have the guy I love, respect, think the world of, one of the greatest dads out there that I know of, one of the great parents that I know of, one of the great Americans I know of, that he will finally call us back.
Cancer survivor.
Cancer survivor. I can't say enough good things about this guy. People go, you give him a hard time. We know each other. We call each other. We talk to each other.
I think we should put him on payroll. Right, Eddie?
Yeah, Coach, hey, Coach, you need to get your neighborhood in order. I heard on Halloween night cars were running into people's homes and EMS and all that. Get your crap together over there, pal.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, when I went over there to pick up Kentley yesterday, Saturday, the security guard was all frazzled and stuff from Friday and what happened Saturday because the paramedics were there on Saturday when I picked up Kentley, and then I talked to Mrs. on my way out because she was taking down the Halloween decorations. Not you. You're too busy trying to watch football.
Roll Tide. Hey, let me ask you this: I know one of the floats or one of the things the truck was carrying around with a lot of people? I know that broke down. But I did not know somebody got run over, got hit, and the paramedics. I didn't know about that.
A car. I guess a car ran into someone's house. That's what the security dude told me.
Wow, I did not know that.
When I walked in there. Yeah.
Were you there? So you were there Friday night, then, right, for the trick or treat?
Well, I dropped Kentley off at our friend's house that lives just down the street from you.
Yeah.
Because I knew Bay Point gets a lot of trick-or-treaters every year. And I'm like, we got to go early because I'm not going to be waiting to get signed in for an hour to try to get in there.
Yeah.
So we went early. Then I decided to come back and get our house ready because I'm single-parent ops because Deanna's in Abilene right now.
It's
and all that.
Yeah, so. Halloween's a big night over there. It was funny. We had the costumes we saw was incredible. It was a lot more people this year than last Halloween. I think it's starting to come back. Before COVID, it was unbelievable. And all the people would come by and they said, "Man, Bay Point people give out really good stuff." And they looked at my stuff. They go, "Most Bay Point people give out really good stuff." I pointed to Julie. I said, she bought the candy, not me. But we both sat out there in our Alabama chairs. And I tell you what.
I know, I saw that. I texted you. I go, nice Alabama chairs.
Why didn't you get out of your truck, come up there? You should have came on set with us.
I'm not coming over unannounced. The only reason why I stopped on Saturday was I saw Mrs. Hale taking the decorations down.
You come to the show unannounced?
Yeah, what's the difference?
That's different. Oh, yeah, by the way, Doc, I'm dealing with TRICARE buffoonery to get the MRI stuff settled. Hopefully we'll get that settled today, by the way.
Let's don't talk business on the radio. We don't talk personal business.
Anyway, no, I don't care. The government's a joke, man.
Hey, what did you think about Maryland firing Loxley, Auburn fires Hugh Freeze? What's your take on all this?
All right, here's my take. With Billy Napier, I thought that leaving Louisiana was wrong. Grass isn't always greener. I felt the same way about Hugh Freeze. The only school that gave him a second chance was Liberty, and he had it rolling. And he left them. He never showed up them. But then with Freeze, I'm like, we've got family connections at Auburn. I'm like, okay, I can maybe see that, get closer to home, blah, blah, blah. But I still didn't think it was going to work out. And I was right on both accounts. And honestly, was busy at church yesterday because we had a celebration because we're debt-free, paid off our addition and all that. First Baptist, by the way. Congratulations to Pastor Connor and everyone there. Anyway, I didn't know that Locke got fired.
Yeah, he fired. Mike Shula got fired as offensive coordinator at South Carolina, former Alabama head football coach and player. Crazy, man. Crazy times. I think what they've got now, 12 opens.
Deemer might
12.
be next.
Who?
Deemer might be next.
Yeah, that's the word on the street. He's going to be gone. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see. They were supposed to be really good this year.
Oh, can I say something real quick about the cocktail party?
Sure.
Does UGA have the SEC officials on their payroll?
Kirby owns college football, baby. Don't you badmouth Kirby.
I don't give a damn.
It wasn't a timeout. It wasn't a timeout.
I told you. I texted you I'm coming in hot today. DJ got that first down. And look, dude, I'm only an SEC guy because my money goes there, my daughter goes there. I'm a Big Ten guy and Air Force Academy guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want the Gators to do well. And here's the thing. DJ got that first down. Replay showed it. And the guy, and Sermon caught that pass. But the defensive coaches, I don't care, the defense played so good, blah, blah, blah. You knew the run was coming, and you didn't stop it. Not once, but twice, that gave UGA the ball game. UF Athletics, besides their baseball program and basketball program, is in the gutter, man. And the swamp's a dump.
Did you hear what the official said? The one guy could not tell. They go to replay and over. So the official asked Kirby, said, Kirby, what do you think? He says, it wasn't a catch. So no catch. You can't blame Kirby. That's what he thought. I mean, they asked him, and he said no catch.
We have replay to get things right, and the people at the NCAA and the officials are still too stupid to get it right. They still make mistakes. They're dumb butts, man. I would have said something else, but it's a family show.
Thank you for not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't. In defense.
All right, I got to bring this up now. Let's listen to Michigan, because you and Wildcat, Ramo, you guys have gone through this stuff.
Played like crap against freaking Purdue.
You guys have personally gone through this stuff. I want you to listen. I want you to be quiet and listen. You've been through it. Wildcat's been through it. Ramo and a lot of other people. My wife has been through it. Cancer. Hugh Freeze, I said if I could talk to him, I said, Coach, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. We don't understand why God lets things happen certain ways. But he's fighting prostate cancer. You know what? This might be the best thing ever happened to him. It is, or it wouldn't have happened. And now he can focus on his health, get out of that stress, and make $15.8 million, whatever it is. And if he ever wants to get back in coaching, I'm sure he can. But I think he needs to get healthy first. And he's gone through a lot. People forget he's battling cancer right now.
Oh, I didn't know that. But he needs to go to MD Anderson in Houston. That's where he needs to go.
No, I'm sure he's been to the best. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. But anyway, but the thing with him, that he was known as an great offensive coach. He beat Saban twice. But we never saw the offense. He never developed the offense at Auburn, never developed a quarterback, and that's what wound up getting him. The offense. The defense was fine. It's the offense.
It's sad, but I don't know he's battling cancer, but, like you said, things will happen for you. Things don't happen and get to happen for you.
Yep.
And ultimately, it's the Lord's master plan that we got to understand, even though it is very hard to accept sometimes.
Yep.
And I speak from experience.
Yep.
Believe you me.
Yep. All right, buddy, we got to take a break. We appreciate you calling. You are the people's caller, and God bless you. Are you feeling okay?
I'm right. I'm going to work, single parent ops, just chauffeur work and all that. It is what it is.
You're a single parent now, huh?
Well, Jana's in Texas.
I thought she'd leave. All right, buddy. Have a great day.
Check us in the mail, Eddie.
You are terrible. Mrs. Hale, did you hear that? Anyway, I'm out. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you too, man. All right, so about some of our great people. We got so many. It's incredible. Like that Cajun place. I love that place. They got the best swing, the best food. And Rick, I love Rick, my former boys. He runs that place down there, does a great job for Jan and Trudy.
You keep forgetting about those appetizers.
Oh, man.
They are fantastic.
Their desserts. Listen, the bread pudding is like New Orleans style. It's incredible. Ooh. It's really good. They got beignets down there.
Beignets.
They got everything. That cheesecake. Oh, my God. It's unbelievable. Everything down there. $5 pitchers. 50-cent wings. Yes, 50-cent wings. That Cajun place, every Saturday, Sunday when a game's being played, you get the deal. It's incredible. Get down there, have a wonderful time. I won't be there this weekend. I got to go out of town. But Wildcat, I'm still mad you hadn't shown up yet. We always have a great time down there. You got to come. I got you. I got your paycheck. I got you.
All right. As long as you got me covered, you know I don't.
I got you, brother.
Anyway.
1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes to save your life. Dr. Ward, listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. They got 2 wonderful locations: Pier Park, 23rd Street. I saw beautiful Kay. His mother was on the Pier Park. She got a full ride scholarship way back in the day in basketball at Ohio State. That's why he's a Buckeye. His mama.
She still looks healthy and good.
She's a beautiful lady, no doubt. Steve's Bike Shop. I love Steve. He's such a wonderful man. They're located on 23rd Street. They've been in business since 1979. They know what they're doing. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got a large selection of electrical bikes. The old standard bikes, new and used, and they got the stationary bike. If you're getting up there in age like Chad, what you want to do is get you a stationary bike, put it in front of your TV, and ride it. Chad's got one in his office. He actually rides it as he's talking to you. It's incredible. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You're so full.
He's full of it.
The brutal hits. The heartbreaking turnovers. Heroic comebacks.
In for the touchdown.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida delivers the biggest matchups of the week from across the nation. Your college football headquarters on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, it's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for incredible wings, the best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast menu. Saturday and Sundays starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Reminder, J. Michael's Restaurant will be closed today. They're doing some repairs, so they will definitely be closed today. They'll be back running tomorrow.
Is it remodeling, or did they just have a weekend? And
they're doing something back in the kitchen. I don't know all the details. I should, but I don't. I was too busy eating my food. I want to go back to Hugh Freeze, remind everybody, if you have not heard, he has been fired. He was signed to a 6-year, $39 million contract. He will be paid $15.4 million what owes him. He will be paid monthly throughout December. I think it was 2027. He'll be through paying Auburn monthly installments. And I think the payment's $400,000 a month, somewhere about $407,000 a month. So he'll be in pretty good shape for a couple of years. If he's invest like Chad did, it'd be good. We need to sell our property on 38 that we went together on. I think we should do that. I want to talk to you about that later. Auburn, again, offensive coordinator.
Fake news.
I don't know who the offensive coordinator is going to be going forward. DJ is going to talk to the media today. Durkin, their defensive coordinator, he'll be running the show. I'm sure he's going to make some changes. Again, the players not too upset. Most of them were upbeat coming out of the meeting. Going forward, you might see Auburn with a spark. Maybe things get better. Who knows? What Hugh Freeze did his first year at Auburn, 2023, was 6-7, lost the bowl game, the Music City Bowl game. The next year, 2024, he goes 5-7. This was make or break year for Auburn as him as the head football coach. They go 4-5. He's fired. He loses to Kentucky. He's 1-5 in the SEC play this year. He's 6-16 since he's been there. We tell you all the time, certain jobs are the best in the country and the deadliest in the country. You have got to win at Auburn to keep your job. You got to win at Florida, LSU, Alabama, Georgia. You got to meet the standards, or you just don't laugh. But you know that going in. Auburn's one of the best jobs in college football. Look back, 2010 national championship. They played for it again a couple years later. It is a great job. You can win a national championship there. You can win SEC championships there. Florida's a great job. LSU, all three of those schools, national championship teams. Penn State's a really good job. I've never seen so many openings in my life at this time. I think it's the first time this has ever happened. What is it now, Chad? 12 jobs are open. I believe it's 12, right, Patrick? 12?
That's a bunch of them.
Yeah, if you didn't hear, Maryland came open yesterday. Also, Loxley, he was an offensive coordinator for Saban, Alabama. He's been fired. Mike Shule, the former player, former head coach at Alabama, has been fired as offensive coordinator at South Carolina. Beamer is on the hot seat big time. He could be the next one to go. I think with the play, how Oklahoma played against Tennessee, I think he's in pretty good shape. I don't think he's going anywhere. You got something for me?
Well, somebody's got these jobs ranked in order. I'm just curious.
Let's go through them and see what you think.
So, number one, the best job out of all these openings, according to them, is the LSU Tigers.
I'm on board with that. I am.
I figured you would.
Can I explain that?
Yeah, go ahead.
The only reason is, now, me personally, they coach Hale, you want to be the head coach of LSU Florida. I'm going to Florida because I love Florida.
Yeah.
But I don't have to recruit against everybody in the country. You can keep the kids in that state. They grow up wanting to go to LSU.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier keeping them there. Per capita, more NFL players come out of that state than any other state per capita. LSU at Florida, you got Florida State, Miami, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, everybody. So I think it's a little bit better for that reason only.
Super high
who's number two?
Huh?
Who's number two?
I would say Florida.
They got Penn State.
No, not in my opinion. Penn State's a great job, though, no doubt.
Who's number three?
They probably have they probably have Florida.
Florida is who they have at number three. So LSU, Penn State, Florida is number three. Number four is the Auburn job.
War Eagle. Auburn's right up there. There's no doubt. You can win a national. Look at their fans.
Interesting stat about Auburn. The last 50 years, they've never had a coach leave to take another job. They've either resigned or been fired.
Yeah. If you win,
it's
you
own the only school in the country with that type of record.
Yeah. Auburn's a great job.
Well, even when you win, they will force you out.
Would they take Franklin?
Yes.
And knowing Franklin knows the SEC, that's a great job. That is a great job.
Here would be an interesting thing I think Jimbo Fisher or Franklin coming as a head coach and then keeping Durkin as your defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. That would be a really lethal combination.
And you know what's so great about that, Patrick? They could do that this week and save those kids. And those kids probably wouldn't leave. They could get in there. They wouldn't be coaching right now, but they'd be on campus saving the roster.
Well, both of those, Franklin and Fisher, are elite recruiters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's proven point over there at Texas A&M. You look at that roster, Elko's done a great
Jimbo's
job.
won a national championship.
Do you think, though, that Auburn fans would be happy with Franklin?
Probably not.
Yeah, because they're wanting a proven winner. I don't know where you find those because those are all staying at the schools where they're successful. So trying to just
if you want to care about money, Jimbo Fisher was the cheapest, best deal out there, and Franklin's a good deal.
The problem is he didn't do that well at Texas A&M, so that's the problem.
As far as
Fisher
winning, and the recruiting was
right. But
then you
got all these great players, and then you don't win.
The roster's better, just the production on the field's not.
Yeah,
I don't know things. I'm telling. And again, if you're going to go coordinator, I'd go to Alabama and say, you're coming here, and you wouldn't have to pay them a lot of money. Your first head job is going to be at Auburn. You know everything about Alabama. Look what you've done. Where offense is what we've been hurting. he can be the head football coach. I'm talking about Grubbs. I don't want that. I hope it doesn't happen because I'm an Alabama guy. But
yeah, he's high on my list at several positions.
Yeah.
If I'm Florida, I would look at Grubbs.
Yeah.
I think Florida's going to get a proven head coach. I could be wrong.
Well,
I think it's going to be the guy.
I don't think they're going to go after.
If it isn't Lane, I think it's going to be the guy at Missouri. He's a good coach.
Do y'all really think Lane's going to leave?
No.
I mean, he's got a playoff contender team.
You go listen to the guys that coached at Alabama, was on the staff with him. They have no clue what he's going to do. He's going to go where he truly believes, not anybody else, what he thinks in his heart, where he can win a championship.
There was an interview that Lane did on ESPN probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, before all of this really started happening. And I watched it, and it was very interesting because he's talking about his dad, Monty. And he says, Ole Miss did for me what I didn't know I needed. He goes, I was able to spend the last 3 or 4 years with my dad every day in this facility. Then it got my marriage back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then my daughter started school. So to me, it's more, he's already making a ton of money.
Well, he's going to make a lot more.
I think there's something else there that's saying,
it's like a country song. He's getting everything back.
Right. Now, and here's my biggest thing, and I've said this. Do you ever go to the place where your idol coached? Because you're probably not going to.
I would walk to Alabama. I would crawl to Alabama.
I'd get my truck and drive.
I'd do anything.
All
right, let's take a break. Let's talk about some of our wonderful people. We listen to Kyle Vandergriff every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. You're looking for a roof, or you just want something built. You want a building. You want whatever you want. They can do it. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design it, they build it, commercial, residential. They can do it all. Patrick, I want my yard like a golf course. How can I get up with you? I want to go local. I want somebody that lives here that I can trust. How do I get up with you?
You call us on our local number at 850-890-5820. More than likely, I'm going to come out myself and look at your yard, give you an honest answer. I'm not going to sugarcoat it to you. I'm going to tell you what I see, and then we're going to develop a plan to get you taken care of and then execute the plan.
Absolutely. And I tell you another guy that I love that's local. That's Stevenson Air Conditioning. I can't think I love that guy. Jason's the most honest guy I know. Go local. Go Stevenson Air Conditioning. If you get injured, do what the athletes do. 26 years on Bay County sidelines. I got a young man that's got a college degree, married his wife with a college degree. He never would have gone to school. He was told he was done. We take him to Chad Mitchell. He gets to play his senior year. He gets a full scholarship to Southern Mississippi. That man changed that kid's life. The legend, Dr. Chad Mitchell. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Coach James Hale Show.
You know where Auburn is in turnover margin right now? Tied for second in the SEC.
Listen to Andy Bertram. The guy is incredible. They need to win it because I want to go to the Sugar Bowl. If Alabama plays in the Sugar Bowl, we already talked about we're going.
That's just a selfish reason on your part.
That's a very selfish reason.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9. At 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Monday. For this afternoon and evening, clear skies and a high of 69 with a moderate breeze coming out of the north around 14 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 51. Tomorrow, sunny with a gentle breeze and a temperature near 74. Moving into Wednesday, about the same with a high of 75 and sunny. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Keep the adventure going this holiday season in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Bill Bird Kia now offering 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus a $500 APR bonus on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento during the big fall savings event going on now. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. It's the best family SUV with third-row seating space, providing extra comfort for the entire family. Bill Bird Kia, the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia S and LX models. $20.83 per month per 1,000 financed in 48 months. Quality's limited. $500 APR bonus is applied. applied as down payment and no cash value. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Billberg Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 11/3/25.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Monster, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Can you give one away? And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Let's bring on Ryan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
I'm doing great. What do you got for us today, Ryan?
I just wanted to ask you a question. When does the schedule come out for the football, high school football playoffs?
Coach told us Thursday. We'll know everything Thursday.
Like 1 o'clock, isn't that what he said? Thursday at 1 o'clock?
Thursday, yeah. Think about it. They've got the ones that they know they're in playoffs, they'll go practice and just work on themselves because they don't know who to prepare for. They probably have a general idea of one or two teams, but most of them just do basic fundamentals, get ready for themselves, and then they'll know who they play Thursday, and then they got to work on them Friday, and then get a regular weekend next week and get ready to play.
So they'll announce it on Thursday. Will it start the following week?
Yes, sir. It'll start Friday week.
The 14th.
The 14th, yes.
Well, I'm a Mosley alum, so I'm anxious to see who we get to play this year.
Mosley might not get a home game. Bay's already put out that they're probably going to get the home game. They are ranked like 3rd in the state, and they won their district. And if you win your district, you're not guaranteed a home game anymore.
That's crazy.
That happened a couple years ago to Mosley when they won the district.
Bay has happened to Bay. That's so wrong what they do. I hate what's going on down in Florida at the state association. I don't like it. You win a championship, you should be rewarded and at least get a home game. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I remember last year there was so much traveling involved.
Yeah, that cost a lot of money.
Yeah, the year before Mosley won the district and had to go to Gainesville-Buchholz. And play the number 1 team in the state.
And Bay had to go to Jacksonville and play.
Yeah.
The worst was Sneed. They had to go to Pahokee.
Yeah.
Pahokee, where's that?
So near Lake Okeechobee.
Ryan, who's your college football team?
Florida State.
Florida State. All right. He saved his job Saturday.
Oh gosh, are they talking about getting rid of him that soon?
Oh, they were ready. A lot of talk.
Oh boy.
I think he's going to wind up being okay. I think they're going to finish out the year strong. I hope they do. We'll know.
Everything should be put upon him. I think that it's something within the nucleus of the team itself that's not performing, the way.
Patrick has something on that. Patrick, why don't you explain what you're talking about? The NIL players that came in compared to people that had been there, the loyalty.
Well, what he's done is some former players have talked about it. You've had kids that signed out of high school that he recruited. You've had some guys come in early in the transfer portal that weren't getting the playing time that they had played the previous years. And I'll say one, Shaheem Brown. He was a starter for 2 years at safety. And then Earl Little Jr. comes in, great player. A couple other guys, and all of a sudden Shaheem Brown's not playing that much. This past break, and this Saturday, Shaheem Brown played a lot in that game.
Well, I'm a big Randy Pittman fan for all the good reasons.
Yeah.
Mosley, whatnot. I've watched for him to play every Saturday. And I think he's a big asset in the team itself. And,
great kid. Yeah.
I mean, he plays his tail off and still come up short.
What about your head coach of the Whitten? What a great job he has done. He's turned that thing into a powerhouse. Remember the talk used to be about Niceville. I think he's beaten them, 2 or 3 times in a row now?
Yes.
Yeah, Coach Doug Lee, I still always refer him to as a coach because back in 1991 or 92, somewhere around there, he was my American Legion post-66 baseball coach.
Yeah.
Over there out 23rd.
Doug, yeah.
Here's something about Whitten that I found out this year at the Arnold game, talking to the youth minister for the team. Their JV and freshmen have 156 players at Mosley.
Wow. That's crazy.
Between just JV and
yeah, they'll keep that thing rolling over there.
They have 2 JV teams.
And you go back to those Lee boys, Chris and Doug both are unbelievable coaches. Doug's a legend. I mean, he wins the state championship. He's one of the best out there all time. Does a great job as an athletic director. But I'll tell you what, his brother's really good, too. He was our first baseball coach at Arnold, and I can't say enough good things about him also.
I work at Beef O'Grady's coach.
Oh, yeah. I know who you are, my buddy.
There's a guy that comes in periodically, and it's usually always on Saturdays and Sundays. His name's Chris Henderson. Unfortunately, he's disabled now in a wheelchair, but he went to Mosley when I did. I think he was a class or two ahead of me. But he played football for Mosley, and I always remember him as just being a tower. He was so big. But I had a conversation with him a few weeks ago. He went on to play for Louisville and was telling me a story about how he got to go play in a bowl game against, I think it was against like Michigan State or something. I was just enamored by it. I love the story he was telling me. I thought it was cool.
Wow.
Another alum from Mosley that went on to do good things.
He's an interesting guy all the way around. He really is.
Yeah. Crazy. How's old Pat doing down there? Pat doing good?
Yeah, he's doing great. I don't see him as much as I used to. I don't know why. Maybe we're just not. He doesn't come in quite as often as he did, or maybe I'm just catching him or missed him here and there. But yeah, every time I see him, we have great conversation. Yeah,
Jason says he's looking really good. Really good.
He is. He's on a great no carbs diet, and it's serving him well.
Yeah, I'm telling everybody, Max Fit Sports Nutrition, gain weight, lose weight, just want to feel better, that's the place you got to go. Jason Clover-Leslie is incredible. I want to say something, too. That Beef O'Grady's there in Lynn Haven, I love the fact every time I go in there, everybody that works there has got a smile on their face. They treat you like family. I never had a bad time. You know, you go to some restaurants or some store, and people treat you poorly, you don't go back. You just don't go back.
I can start by saying he treats his staff very, very well. You will never starve in that place as an employee.
Yeah.
Tell you what, on Sunday mornings, it's a regimen. On Sunday mornings, he'll go over to Whataburger and come back with just a plethora of food for the employees. You know, I mean, he's a great guy to work for. He really is.
Hey, Ron, I do have to send you a bill for mentioning that restaurant's name. That's advertising.
Oh, no. Well, just send it in the mail.
That's why Patrick's
send it in the mail. It comes along with all the other.
Well, next time I'm in there, I'm going to have to go back and say hello to you.
Coach, and I just wanted to ask you that question.
All right, but keep our show down there on all the time, okay?
Oh, I do. I listen every morning on the way to work, every single morning.
All right, I appreciate it, buddy. You take care of yourself. Have a great day.
All right, you too, Coach.
Thank you, buddy. How much time we got, Wildcat?
You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. I got time for this. The main poll tomorrow, 7 o'clock, ESPN. Watch it. This is the poll that matters. The coaches poll is out. I'll go over this when I'll save the AP poll for tomorrow. This is what the coaches think. Ohio State's number 1. Number 2's Indiana. Number 3 is Texas A&M. Number 4 is Alabama. Now, Chad, strength of schedule is supposed to come into effect. We will find out tomorrow night if that's true. You could see Bama up at 1 or 2, not 1, but 2 or 3 because of their strength of schedule. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not sure about that. Number 5, Georgia. Number 6, Oregon. Number 7, Ole Miss. Number 8, BYU. Number 9, Texas Tech. Number 10, Notre Dame. Number 11, Virginia. Number 12, Oklahoma. 13th, Texas. 14th, Georgia Tech. 15th, Louisville. You want a great football coach? Go get Louisville's football coach. Number 16th, Vandy. 17th, Missouri. 18th, Miami. 19th, Utah. 20th, Michigan. 21, USC. 22, Tennessee. 23, Memphis. 24, Iowa. 25, Cincinnati. That's what the college coaches think. Chad Mitchell, what's the best way to get up with you? Where are you located?
Located at 1827 Harrison Avenue, Orthopedic Associates. Call us at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Chad, great job. Pat, tell everybody how to get up with you. Locals take care of locals.
Look us up on Facebook at Turf Pro PC and message us.
All right, if you want to lose your job in the SEC, lose to Kentucky.
We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever